Good afternoon, this is Jeremy Williams of Sewer Line Check Professionals here at 11442 Culver Park Drive in Culver City, performing a video examination of the main sewer line. We're going to be entering into the line today from the main sewer line cleanout located right next to the front left corner of the structure. Kind of got the garage there. We have this access point. Typically this cap is over it, which I've removed. As we drop down, we head right towards the street. Something there. You can see got some roots and debris build up there. Try to work our way through it. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and push forward here, as obviously our visibility is limited. I'm going to try to get to the city sewer connection, and then we'll hopefully be able to clean the camera lens off. Looks like right now we're in a lining system. Maybe just more plastic. There's the city sewers. Got all that water. You can see this piping is the same material as the city. Looks like. So it is plastic. This is the lateral portion of the line. The fact that this has been upgraded is always really nice. This is quite an expensive portion of the line. Obviously, it's not a very long sewer line. The house isn't too far from the street. About a 34-foot line or so, 35 foot, thereabouts. The new plastic, as we kind of push through, look to be doing quite well. It's a great material. Its flexibility makes it the best faring pipe under seismic activity. It's not rusting or corroding, so it has this unlimited life potential. And actually, one of the nicer things about it, when plastic is properly installed, roots should not be able to penetrate through the joints of the piping. Now, this first 15-ish or so feet of sewer line piping here is made of two materials that I saw as we were kind of rushing through it. The one that we're in here right now is called cast iron. Cast iron is a metal, and it does rust and corrode over time. It looks like there's a connection right there. If you look at the kind of the top, maybe off to the left, that could be what's called a test T. It's just the angle is a little off, but it might just be some rust buildup too. I believe that is, in fact. So there's the cast iron, that's the metal, and then right here is clay. Cast iron and clay are very different materials. Cast iron rusts and corrodes. It has an average design life expectancy of about 60 to 80 years. Its failure occurs after all the years of its rust and corrosion. The pipe walls will eventually and inevitably rust all the way through. Clay piping, on the other hand, does not rust or corrode, so it has this unlimited life potential. Cast iron, while it's working, shouldn't have root intrusions. It's kind of a nice material in that it doesn't require a lot of upkeep, typically. Whereas clay, root intrusions are quite common, typical, really to be expected, as we see here. That root, and roots in general in clay piping, do rely heavily on them being cleared on a regular basis. When roots go unmaintained for extended periods of time, they can cause blockage or even potentially damage to occur. And obviously, damage is what you primarily want to avoid. The roots, like in this area, the way that they're growing and the debris, it's really impossible to identify the condition of the actual pipe. There's another issue that it looks like we might have here because we are dropping right into clay. This existing access point is a one-way fitting. It really should be a two-way fitting. Pardon me. I'm just trying to clean this camera lens off. Pardon me again. Okay. This access point, Where it's at, the front entry door, the sewer line looks like it's probably exiting the front there. So the portion of the sewer line that's underneath the driveway isn't really currently accessible. This access point should be a two-way access. It would allow for entry into both directions. Instead, it is simply a one-way directional fitting. I will be advising a couple of things at this time. First and foremost, the line needs to be cleaned, but before that cleaning is performed, I would advise having this clean out switched to a two-way clean out, have the line cleaned in both directions, and then we would want to get a camera back in the system, not only to look at the first few feet of the piping between this access and the front wall of the structure, but also in those more heavily root intruded areas, we need to be able to look at it better and able to safely determine its condition. And that is going to conclude the video portion of this examination. Again, this is Jeremy Williams of Sewer Line Check Professionals. Thank you very much, and have a great day.